Welcome to Dr. Charles Speaks, a podcast for now. You've joined us for a special series of transformational talks, selected exclusively from Dr. Charles's corporate success calls. The 15-minute calls are designed to encourage leaders, activate your thought life, and prepare you for the challenges ahead. Dr. Charles joins every call with a blend of his personal experiences, his expertise as a John Maxwell certified mentor and coach, and of course, his more than 30 years of exceptional experience in both corporate America and ministry. Get motivated with Dr. Charles Speaks, a transformational talk from the Red Line on today's podcast, inspiring excellence and generating results.
Good day, everyone. I want to thank you once again. I can never stop thanking you enough for joining me on what I call the Red Line. It's the corporate success call, only 15 minutes. It's designed to start your week off on a positive note and to inspire you to continue to challenge yourself in your personal leadership growth. You know, when you think about this call, there are 1,440 minutes in a day. There's 10,080 minutes in a week. There's 15 minutes once a week, which can make all of the difference. So it's my hope and it's my desire that you'll find this conference call beneficial to you. And so today, there's a quote I want to start off by saying, "The greatest discovery of all time is that a person can change his future by merely changing his attitude or her attitude." And so today, over the next 15 minutes, I want to talk to you about the subject area of what you study is what you become. You know, I found myself a little while ago with all the news and everything going on 24/7. Everything is a breaking news. It's always something coming up each and every day, whether it's a crime, whether it's about the economy, whether it's about our government, or whether it's about who said what and what said. It's just news. And I found that what you really study is what you become. If you sit around television and watch the news 24/7, then you're going to become a newsreel. All of the information you'll know of the day, and you'll repeat that. And so it's just a matter of time before you become that which you study. And so I want to challenge you this morning. What will it take for you to go to the next level? What vision do you have? It's going to take hard work, of course, but personal growth, most definitely. How about letting go of some of the things that you love and some of the things that you value the most? Let go of some of that. Yes, and believe it or not, this is the thing that often holds people back, even those who have achieved some level of success. So when you're first starting out in your career, it's not very hard to give up to grow up. In fact, you're willing to give up everything for an opportunity. You know, I do career fairs for my organization, and people come to the booth and they're so excited about their time. They're getting ready to graduate and they're looking for their first career position outside of graduation. And they're just willing, most of them are willing to go anywhere and to start off their career, and the excitement is there. Why is that so? Because your everything isn't much of anything. Because at that point, they've tired out of 4 years of studying and exams and finally have reached the place that they're about to graduate. And so when it comes to that, what they want to know at that point is, when can I start? And how much can I earn? And begin to build their life afterwards and to begin to mature in life as they go forward to build a home and to participate in their community and to become a part of the journey and taking their career to a higher level. The question this morning, again, is, are you willing to give up some of the things for a chance at doing something that will take you closer to your potential? You know, I'm big on learning and continuous growth, and I think that is so important in life that we continue to learn and grow from each other and read books and get involved and be in the know. It's one thing about knowing something, and it's another thing of not knowing anything. And so when you don't know anything, you would just simply rely on hearsay. But when you're able to see for yourself, able to read for yourself, able to actually get involved yourself, then you're going to be able to take yourself to a higher level and reach your potential. So what you study is what you become. And so that's why they declare majors and minors in the universities, because it focuses on that particular subject area. If it's business administration, if it's marketing, if it's another field or whatever it might be, you have your sights on those courses and those books that relate to those courses. And at the end of the 4 years, it is your hope that you become somewhat of an expert or more comfortable in that field and go to work for some organization or some corporation and take those experiences and those learnings and continue to pile on only to get better. You would be amazed of the number of students that come through career fairs not really knowing what it is that they want to do. I'm talking about seniors who are about to graduate in a month or two, and their parents have spent thousands of dollars to take them through a 4-year program. And lo and behold, it's time to find their career, get into a position so that they can start making their way as adults. And they come by the booth and they'll say, well, what type of job you have to offer? And I have to sometimes correct them and say, wait a minute, this is where you have an opportunity to share your elevator speech and be able to articulate what it is that you've studied about the organization, what it is that how you see yourself fitting in and being a part of a growing organization, and what part you could play, and what experiences that you have experienced throughout the summers that you were working your internships. And it just sparks something. You can see a twinkle in their eye, and it's really almost too late at that point, because these are things that they would do, that you should do in pre-planning before coming to a career fair. But when they get there, they just seem to sometimes not know how to get behind the curtain for that final round interview, or get to that place where they're able to continue the process and ultimately land one of the positions with the company. You know, the difference between where we are and where we want to be is really created by the changes we are willing to make in our lives. And so when we talk about this subject, what you study is what you become, Carl Band, he wrote a poem that expresses the power of really making good choices after bad ones. Though no one can go back and make a brand new start, my friend, anyone can start from now and make a brand new ending. And so the things that we put away, the things that we discard and begin to build ourselves back up again, we can't necessarily go back and undo those things, but we can start from day one and make a new start. Anyone can start from now going forward and make a brand new ending. That's what I love about life, is that you learn through trial and error. Sometimes you learn through some of the mistakes, but then once you draw that line in the sand going forward, it's a brand new start, and hopefully, prayerfully, you've learned something from the past. You know, the second point I want to make, many people, they're tempted to use their success as permission to discontinue their growth. And that's a watch out. You want to be careful. No one really arrives to the point where you just put your feet up on the table and say, you know what, that's it. I spent 20, 30, 40 years and I'm done. When you do that, those type of people, they become convinced that they know enough to succeed, and that they begin to coast. But just remember, the skills that got you here today are probably not the skills that will get you there tomorrow. No matter how successful you have been to this point, you can never stand pat. And that plays so near and dear to my heart. I just feel like, as life and the days go by, the years go by, and all of the seasons that we experience, it's just a point of really taking a look at life from the perspective of enjoying it in the moment, but at the same time, continuously learning and growing. Someone wrote, And they said the saddest summary of life contains 3 descriptions: could have, might have, and should have. You know, there is no future in any particular job. I've been doing this for several years, and I could wake up the next day and the next day and not have a job. My position could be eliminated. But really, the future lies in the man or the woman who holds the job. And so I just would say to you, the only job security that we really have is our individual commitment to personal development. And that is the key. That great men and women of history were not great because of what they earned or they owned, but rather for what they gave their lives to in order to accomplish. And so I've been talking about this subject area. What you study is what you become. I challenge you to change the channel of life, to change from the natural routine, the day-to-day chore. We're creatures of habit, but there are some great habits to have, and there are some other habits that we probably should just let go and replace them with some things that will make us go to the next level as we continue to learn and grow. I like to close today with a couple of statements here, and they go like this. If you want to create capacity and margin in your life, I suggest that you do the following: that you do the best and drop the rest, that you get control of your calendar, otherwise people will get control of it, that you do what you love because it will give you energy, that you work with people you like so your energy isn't depleted. I took those golden nuggets from one of my mentors and one that I've studied from, John Maxwell, and they hold true still today. We need to always remember that if nothing changes, nothing changes. Let me say that again. We need to always remember that if nothing changes, nothing changes. As the author James Allen said, he said this. He said, "He who would accomplish little must sacrifice little, but he who would achieve much must sacrifice much." Thank you today. I hope this has blessed you, that you receive this, that in order you may be a blessing to someone else. You've been listening to The Red Line, the Corporate Success Call with Dr. Charles. Have a great day, a great week, and I'll talk to you on the next time.
Thank you for listening to Dr. Charles Speaks. Visit drcharlesred.com for booking info for your ministry, business, or leadership team. Get info about The Red Line, a 15-minute corporate success call each Monday morning with Dr. Charles. Follow Dr. Charles on all social media at Dr. Charles Red. Subscribe to the podcast here for every episode of Dr. Charles Speaks. Thanks for joining us. Like Dr. Charles always says, no matter what, never, never, never give up. Until next time.